Greetings, hello, welcome on in, Unoptimized Fool from the closet. Glad you could be here. Let's talk about World of Warcraft. Now, we have some exciting new information. We are officially less than 1 week away from the release of 11.1 Undermine, right? Now, I want to talk about what's coming out on February 25th and what's coming out on March 4th, because obviously there's going to be two releases here, right? Majority of the content for story-wise is coming out the 25th, but on the 4th, that's when season 2 officially starts. But I want to go over every single detail with you guys in the closet to really just make sure we all are on the same page, okay? So again, 11.1 is launching within a week. Exciting times now for people who just do Mythic Plus and rating and don't really indulge in the story. First of all, shame on you. This is the best story in years. You have to wait at least another week and a half, right? So on February 25th, which again is less than a week away, we have a couple things coming out. Now, again, I have my notebook here. Again, I can't remember all these things. I have too many concussions. So we have the new story and quests, right? So obviously it's introducing Undermine, going in, seeing what the cartels are up to, the goblins, what it actually has to do. Again, tying in this story from from Xalatath and the Void to what's going on with why are the goblins here and why are they attached to this story. Then we of course have the new warband logging camps, right? Now again, I've covered this before. We get one for free and the rest are through achievements, but thankfully those achievements can be just tracked normally through your achievement guide. And there's actually a couple just for Kazalgar that we might already have, so you might be logged in with like two new login screens, but obviously a couple for the new content, so you have to grind that out, but all accessible throughout the game. I don't believe there's any that you have to pay for yet, right? Yet is the key word on that. We also have a new dungeon, Operation Floodgate. Now eventually when season 2 does come out, Operation Floodgate will be a part of the Mythic rotation. Now again, it's goblin themed. Again, it's taking place in the Ringing Deeps. I always call it the Ringing Depths, but it's the Ringing Deeps, and it will be where that old dam is at the bottom of the map. So it's going to be a kind of using the old zone, which is awesome too. It's good to see addition to the old zones too. I say old, but really they're from 11.0. Then we have new delves, obviously, in the new zone, as well as Bran gets more levels, of course, and has a new tank spec. So now healers can have a little bit more fun in delves, I would assume. I'm assuming this was originally planned to be, remember, each season was supposed to have a different character, but they've decided to go with Bran throughout the whole expansion, which honestly isn't a bad thing, but at least we get a tank spec now. And then we have, of course, the new zone Undermine coming out, obviously with new story and quests. And we have the drive feature. So there's no flying, no dynamic flight, not dynamic flight, whatever it's called. The dragon flying, we all know what it's called. There's no flying inside of Undermine, because obviously, why not? There's this new system called Drive. We basically run around in a car. Well, you drive around in a car and you drift everywhere, and you go through that. And obviously, this system is only accessible in Undermine. It's not accessible anywhere else. But I do want to remind you, if it's a like system, which I've heard mixed reviews honestly about it, so I'm a little bit nervous about it. And it might come to other zones too. Because remember, the old flying, dynamic flight, I guess, whatever it's called. I think it's called dynamic flight. They renamed it from dragon flying to whatever. Dragon flying used to be only the Dragon Isles, but now it's in all of Azeroth. So it could morph into something else too, right? Then we have, of course, join the cartels as new factions that you can join, more reputation to grind out for cool cosmetics and titles. And of course, we have a new PvP arena. So you PvP frogs get a new arena. Now we usually get a new arena per expansion, so this might be it. So enjoy it. It's going to be obviously goblin themed. Now that's it for what's coming out on the 25th. Now, if you're wondering, well, where's season 2? That comes a week after. On March 4th, season 2 is released. Now, obviously, we get the new raid, Liberation of Undermine, right? So we'll go through there. They have a own unique renown track inside of the raid. You can only, it's basically take the, I forget the name of it already, but take the mechanic they introduced in the 11.0 raid, right? And now it's more passive, right? You don't have to turn it in, right? which is good. You know, I enjoy that. A little bit more passive. Of course, we have new tier sets, which I've made a video about and how I'm kind of disappointed with the tier sets. The tier sets do not match our tier. The world sets that they've made is amazing. They look goblin-esque, but when you look at the tier sets, there are some that look good. I mean, obviously they look good, but they don't look thematically good, right? So I'm actually very disappointed in the art team on this. Actually, this is probably a rare art team L for sure, because again, they just don't match the theme. You can argue with me in the comments. And the last thing, of course, we have the new updated Mythic Plus rotation. We're seeing a lot of goblin-esque dungeons being added in. We're seeing we haven't seen the new Operation Floodgate map come in, new level, new dungeon come in, as well as the old other goblins dungeons as well too. So we'll see a lot of that. Obviously, I think there's some things for I think the one from Shadowlands, the Crucible of Pain or something like that is coming back. Again, any Shadowlands dungeons coming back breaks my soul and spirit because I don't want to see anything with that expansion in. I've seen, guys, by the way, before I end this video, because again, that's everything that's coming out 11.1 so far. It's a lot of content packed up, but guys, I've seen a lot of people saying Shadowlands actually wasn't that bad. Stop it. Get some help, okay? But yeah, guys, I just wanted to announce that all of this is coming out. We're getting a huge, lore release on the 25th, less than a week away. And then Season 2 officially starts the week after. So it gives us a whole week to kind of indulge in the story, progress it, get some easy renown, get some upgrades, farm some dungeons, and really dive into this season. So I'm excited. I'm going to be going all in on this obviously new patch. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Again, long video, because again, lots to cover. But let me know what you think about in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys later. Unoptimized Fool from the closet. I'll see you guys later.